Hey there, welcome back. In this course, we're going to take a closer look at a group from the perspective of a group leader. In particular, we'll look inside a community group, since that's likely to be the most widely used group type in your city. In one of the later courses, we'll talk in more depth about the group types available in the city, looking at the unique features and options of particular group types. However, the material covered in this course will help you build a foundational understanding of group leadership that will be valuable regardless of the group type you lead. So now I'm looking at a women's community group that I'm starting. You should notice that the experience inside a group is very similar, whether you're a participant or a leader. You're still using the same tools and interacting in the same ways. As a leader, though, you do have some additional privileges and responsibilities. You'll find most of these differences in the icon tray. There's nothing different for me under the email settings icon. Regardless of my role in the group, I have the same options for deciding how much email I want to receive. When I click the group information icon, I see a couple of things I wouldn't see if I wasn't a group leader. First, I see the health section. When I click Assess Now, I see the group health assessment categories and dimensions that my church has defined. I can assess the current health of my group in each of the dimensions by clicking the green, yellow, or red button. Green equals healthy, yellow means the group is doing all right, but could improve in this area, and red means the group isn't doing very well in this area and may need some support. Once I finish my assessment, I click Submit Assessment. The pastor or overseer responsible for my group can see my assessments, and then use them as a tool for providing care and leadership to me and my group. The other new item on this page is the File Quota section. This shows me how much of the group's storage space is being used. If I click on the amount used, I can see which files have been uploaded to the group and how much storage each item is using. If my group ever runs out of file space, I can come here and remove some unnecessary files, or I can ask my church's account administrator for more space. Next, I'll click on the Participants icon. Here's where I can see all the people who are in the group. While I'm here, I'll click Invite Someone New to invite my friend Rachel to join my group. Since Rachel has an account in the city, I just start typing in her name and click on her picture when it comes up. I can write her a message and then click the button to invite her. If I want to invite someone who doesn't have an account on the city, I can. All I need is their email address. When they accept the invitation, they'll join the city and be automatically placed in my group. As a leader, I also have the ability to manage group participants. On this page, I can see everyone in my group, as well as their role in the group. Oh look, Rachel accepted her invitation already. I'm actually going to give her the role of an admin, so she can help with administration of the group. The admin role and the leader role function almost identically, with the main difference being that the name of the leader shows up on the group's information page, while the admin's name doesn't. Additionally, when an admin has been assigned in a group, administrative actions like approving requests to join the group and approving requests to share content with the group will go directly to the admin user rather than the leader. If I assign the host role to anyone in the group, their name will show up on the group's information page. The same is true for the admin host and the leader host roles. The apprentice role doesn't include any special functionality, but it does show up in administrative reports that the church leaders can use to keep track of which groups are developing their future leaders. Finally, if any of my group participants leaves the group, I can change their role to inactive. If they were just going to be away for a while, I can reactivate their participation in the group later. Or, if they're not going to participate in the group anymore, after I make them inactive, I can remove them from the group completely. Keeping an up-to-date group roster makes it much easier for my pastors to know how many people are really engaged in the life of our church. Taking a look at the group setting icon, which is something only the leader or admin of a group can access, there are several tools available here for customizing my group. Under Name and Description, I can customize some basic information about my group. I can change the group's name if I want. I can also give my group a nickname for the plaza. It needs to be all one word with no spaces, because it'll be used to create a custom URL for my group's content on the plaza. It's kind of like a public website just for our group, and it will be a great way for us to connect to our friends who aren't involved in the church. We can just share our URL with them, and they'll see all the plaza content our group creates. Address is pretty self-explanatory, but there is one thing I'm going to do here. Since I want other women to know where our group meets, but I don't want to publish my exact address to everyone, I'm going to create a public address and put in the cross streets near my house. That way, women looking at the group will be able to find my group's general location on a map. I'll also create a second address with my actual address and set this one to private. That way, the church has an accurate report for where our group is located. With the Options tool, I can customize which content types are available in my group, and I can also limit who can create each content type. So if I were starting a prayer group, I could limit the group to have only prayer content type. Or, if this was an informational group with lots of participants, I could choose to only allow leaders or admins to create content. I could also choose to automatically approve requests to join the group. Selecting tags for the group will make it easier for people to get a quick look at what our group is about, so they know if it might be a good fit for them. Since this is a women's community group, I'll select Women Only. And since we usually meet on Tuesday evenings over dinner, I'll select Evening, Meal, and Tuesday. In addition to streamlining communication within your group, the city also enables your group to stay connected with other groups in your city. Creating a group link is like adding friends for your group. It makes it quicker and easier for you and another group to share with each other in the city. Your group can already share with most all the other groups in your city, but you may want to create group links with any other groups that are closely related to your group. You may think in terms of geography, historical connections, common affinities, or relational proximity. The city may also be of help by highlighting some suggested groups to link with. I'll go ahead and add a group link now. I just start typing in the name of the group that I want to link with, select it, and click Request. Once the leader of the other group approves my request, our groups will be linked. Anytime I want to share something with one of my linked groups, all I have to do is click a box to send a share request to the leader or admin of the group that I want to share with. I can also choose to auto-approve shares from the leader of the linked group, so the shared item will get to my group immediately without having to wait for my approval. Since I know that my group's overseeing pastor only shares things that are urgent or important, I'm going to auto-approve shares from him. I can always change this setting if I'd prefer to go through the approval step when he shares to my group. Promotions are a great way to promote different things that are going on in the group. They're especially useful in larger groups, like the church level group, for advertising upcoming events, classes, and programs. But it's also a great tool to use in a group like mine. Since the promotions I create will only be shown to the people in my group, I can be sure that my message will get to the intended audience without creating unnecessary noise for others. I'm going to create a promotion for an event that I'd like everyone in the group to come to. Once it's created, the promotion will show at random to my group members in their promo block. To start, I'll upload a cool graphic that my friend Mary created for me. Next, I'll put in the URL for the event page, so when people click on the promo, it'll take them right to the event. Since this is an event that I want my group members to invite their friends to, I'm linking it to the Plaza page I posted. That way, my group members will be able to share the event with their friends who aren't on the city. I also set an expiration date. That way, no one will have to look at the promo after the event date has passed. Instead, the promo will just automatically stop showing up. I could also limit who sees this promotion by selecting any number of available options. This is really valuable in larger groups where you might want to focus your promotion on a defined audience within the group. Next, I'll click the box to make this promotion active, then click Create. Anytime I want to manage any of my promos, I can come back to this page, where I'll see some statistics for all my active promotions, including the number of times each promotion was clicked. This is really valuable in a larger group, since it provides an indication of which promos are most effective. To edit one of my promos, I'll just click on the promo image and then make my changes.